What's up, guys? It's your girl April, your favorite mortgage lender. Welcome to my very first YouTube channel, my very first video. I have to say I am so excited. It's been on my list for 2022, but I'll share that with you guys later. However, on my channel, you guys will get all things mortgages, all things fly-ish, all things good food, all things fitness, all things like goofing off, like getting business and having fun. But you know what? Enough about me. I do have a long list. I may be a little extra, but they say when you're extra, that means you deserve extra. So let's dive into, I'm just going to go all out because typically I think it would be more, I guess, expected for my first video to be like, hey, here's how you get pre-approved. Here's how you become a home buyer, first time home buyer. No, I'm going all in right now because something's come up recently about your offers, submitting offers on your new home, and the request, I don't want to say the invasion of privacy, but I guess I'll just go all out and say it. The invasion of privacy, sometimes there's power tripping, sometimes there's a bunch of different factors going on with the realtors. I'm sorry, you guys are my favorite people. However, some of these demands I think are pretty illegal. So I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the requests on your pre-approval are a little bit out of the ordinary. So here we go. So first I want to say that typically, especially before this whole supply and demand is so ooh right now, what goes into your pre-approval, your offer letter, is your pre-approval letter from your lender as well as your official offer letter, right? Now what's going on with a couple of you people out there, they're like, I want your pre-approval, I want your bank statements, I want your DU and LP results. Hold on, pause. Okay, so if you are watching this and you're not in real estate, I'll just say that DU and LP are reports that we use, financial findings that we use to help you either get a loan or get denied. So it is an automated underwriting system where that's when we take your formal application, okay? We take your income, we take your assets, we take your liabilities, so that includes your credit score, and we take all of that information plus your potential home that you're going to buy with the property taxes and homeowners insurance. We take all that information and we run it through an automated underwriting system that is either Fannie or Freddie. Especially when you're buying a primary home, your file is being run through these systems unless you're doing a non-traditional loan, which we will talk about later. However, in that financial report, okay, what is a financial report? It got all your business in there. If I was you, I would say, hold on, because I don't know, maybe realtor Lindsay here is the soccer mom on my son's team. Why do I need her to know all my stuff? Especially when that's not her job. So I think that it's a bit extreme. So what I've been seeing a couple times, do you include your DU and LP results in your offer letter? And so I already explained, number one, to not do that because it is sensitive information and it is not information that is supposed to leave the bank. It's not even supposed to go to the borrower, let alone go to a whole outsider, So it has all your financial information in it. So the realtor, for instance, this scenario, they're like, hey, I want the DU and LP results and I want the bank statements and send me that pre-approval letter, send me what I need or else. I said, wait a minute, whoa, hold on, okay? I said, I said respectfully, and mind you, this person's like on 100. I'm like, do you hear what you're saying? And he's like, F this, blah, blah, blah. Hold on. I said, you do realize that, like I said, I told you guys, is we take your application and then we insert it into the automated underwriting system and it says yay or nay. So we can take your information and either not calculate it correctly, maybe, maybe something was fat fingered, maybe something was just flat out wrong. Maybe the whole picture was not painted correctly. So going back to the income is wrong. I don't know. But information outputs are only as good as inputs. I said, but listen to me. Do you realize that I can put whatever I want in DU to generate what an okay finding, a good finding, a finding that will say, yes, this person is flying with green colors. You do understand that, right? And he's like, well, okay, but I mean, everybody does it out here in this area. So you talking with you talking a lot of, you done curse your way up and down this phone call. But you mean to tell me you're doing something because everybody else do it and you can't tell me why? You guys, I really do talk like this. Now, of course, use discretion, but I'm like, oh, this type of language you're using. Okay, let me call you out a little bit, bring you down to earth. I shouldn't say call you out, but bring you down to earth and make you realize what you're saying. And this goes back to, this is another thing that I love doing. This goes back to just coaching. You can, when you're having maybe a disagreement or you're trying to get a deal closed or you're working with a new partner, lead, client, whatever, the best thing you can do is when they start talking crazy, they start going off the deep end, you're like, wait a minute. So let me get this right. So you're saying you want to do this even though it does this. And then he's like, oh. On top of that, I said, you do realize that income is not just a straight, like, your inputs can be so wrong because what if your lender doesn't understand that things like calculating a self-employed borrower? Okay, you got to be able to understand P&Ls. You got to be able to understand tax returns, balance sheets. If you're calculating someone like a travel nurse is considered variable pay. Variable. I just said variable. Travel nurse is considered variable pay. So it's not like, hey, this person's making $100 an hour, but their last assignment was $45 an hour. But yeah, we can use this $100 an hour. No. And I literally went through these scenarios with him, and he was like, damn, you know your shit. I know I do. So that's why I'm telling you, you don't make any sense requesting a document that is none of your business, but I can assure you, you can hear that I know what I'm doing. You can trust that I'm not going to steer you wrong on this client. So let's do the deal. What are we talking about? And he's like, then like, not even 4 hours later, I received a full-blown executed contract. So that means he went and sent the contract off when he got off the phone. You don't break the rules, don't break the law, and don't do things because other people do it. And the best way to seal these deals are to know what the hell you're talking about and shut that down. Do not follow other people just for the hell of it. So that's my take on DU and LP results, submitting that in your offer. Do not do that. As well as one last thing, as well as providing bank statements in your offer. It makes no sense. Because the bulk of the money that you need for your deal is from the bank. It's the financing. So for instance, let's say you're buying a $500,000 house, you're putting 10% down. Okay, what's that? $50,000. And they're like, oh, I need to see bank statements. But ma'am, we still got to give him $450,000. So does that give you a peace of mind that they have the 50,000, but they still need to come up with 450,000? I'll wait. I don't know. I get it a little bit, like, hey, does this person have their down payment closing costs? I get that from a realtor's perspective. But for me, I think that you gotta trust but verify. You can verify things without breaking the law. Trust but verify, and make sure you partner. Do your best to partner with people who you know can do a good job. So that said, and I get it, sometimes listing agents, not sometimes, of course, listing agents have no say in who the buyer's using for their financing. However, what I've seen is the agents who really, the co-ops who really, really work together, who vibe. I hate to use the word vibe right now, like some juju, but the people who like really work together, you got a good feeling. You got a good, like, hey, you feeling good about the person you're about to go into a deal with. And then now you guys have somehow you're the listing agent and you somehow hit it off with the buyer's agent and talk the buyer's agent into using your preferred lender to make sure your deal gets done. We're better off being friends on a deal. Play nice. Now, for sure, 100%, I'm not giving you a pre-approval without seeing assets. It's not happening. But that's the lender's job. Just like realtors, you guys work so hard. You guys have responsibilities that I would not dare try to, I'm not coming in to negotiate a contract. I trust you guys to do that. So same for us, So that's all I got. This is my first episode. Hit the like button, comment below on what questions you guys may have, and subscribe. So hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Twitter, and I will holler at you guys later.